Hey, eBayers. I'm Katie Scott, and I'm doing a little haul, and I also sold this just because I thought it was funny. And I gave it to my daughter, and I pulled the tags off it. It was new with tags. So now it's sold. So let's get ready to sell that. So this is, I work at this tanker desk, and it's covered in my haul from yesterday. But all of my little center is here. I have like a computer here, a printer here, all of my supplies over here. And then I take pictures across the room. So usually I bag them up with another plastic bag inside, but I just listed this and we hadn't bagged them yet, so I'm not going to bother to bag it. We have these cute poly mailers that we either ordered on eBay or Amazon. So I take this, put it on the scale, see how much it weighs, and then go over to, and if you're experienced eBay sellers, you already know how to do this. But if you're new, this was one of my impediments. So when I was thinking about getting into this, I was like, what about shipping? That seems so intimidating. And my aunt showed me how to do it, but it's really, really easy. You basically just need to order some poly mailers and a scale and a printer. And then everything else is really easy. I use these Avery labels, so they come as a full sheet. I like cut them in half, and then I just keep them in this little cart right near the printer. If I print on Poshmark, I put the whole piece of adhesive paper through. But if it's an eBay thing, I pull out my printer drawer so it doesn't take the whole sheet. And then when I'm ready to print, I just take this half sheet, put it into the little feeder thing, and then print label. I'm going to do that. Print. So I got my poly mailer ready. I always just do one at a time so that I don't mix up what's going where. It's printed. And so it prints. And then I just bring this into work with me, and our mail lady comes at 11, and so it just goes out with the mail. So that's that. I'm going to have to leave in a few minutes, but I think I still have a few little minutes, so hold on just a second. Okay, so yesterday I did an experiment. I'm back at regular work. So when I started eBay, I was homeschooling my son, so I had like a lot of time versus homeschooling also took a lot of time, but I had a lot of time to go and learn about shopping and listing and all that. Now I'm back at a full-time job, and so it's almost 9. I've already driven my son to school, getting ready to drive my daughter to school, so I have a hard, I gotta leave in a second. But yesterday, so my son gets to school at 7, which means I have to wake up at 5:45. I'm not a morning person. This is very difficult for me. But so I dropped him off at school. I got him out, dropped him off at school, and then drove directly to the bins. I live in St. Petersburg, and there's bins here in St. Petersburg, but they're all the way across town from where I live. So I'm always like, oh, it's so long, I don't know. So I just thought, let's try, see how long the drive is. So I got there probably, I dropped him off at 7. I think I got to the bins at 7:30. And then I shopped. I got all this stuff here. This is my bin shop from yesterday. I spent $40 on 54 items, which works out to be 75 cents per item. Left the bins, drove to work, was there at work at 9:15, ready to work. Well, that's not true. I put my makeup on after I got to work. But we own our own business, so I'm allowed to do stuff like that. And I don't punch a time clock, so I have some flexibility with my time, but still want to get a full day in. So that's what I did yesterday morning, right? And then yesterday evening, my son has a group that he meets with every Tuesday night that lasts for 3 hours, and from 5 to 8, and it's up in Clearwater, which is north of where we live, and so when I drive him there, it's too far for me to drive home and then drive back to get him. That seems like a waste of time. So when I'm up there in Clearwater, I hit the Goodwill up there, and so and it's a regular Goodwill, I got this much stuff. It was 21 items for $100, which works out to be a little over $5 an item. So yesterday I spent $140. I got 21 plus 54, and when I did the math on that, it was something like $1.70 something per item. So if we combine these two, that's how much I was paying. So I feel like that's still a good deal. Like each of these were like $5 a piece, but they're going to be they're higher quality stuff. So later today I'll do a haul and show you, this is what I got at the bins for 74 cents each, and this is what I got at regular Goodwill for $5 each. Okay, talk to you later. So it's coming tonight. I'll have to do it.